All right, so here we have Q is between 0 and P, where P and Q are rational numbers. So for x greater than 1, so our x value greater than 1, those are all greater than 1. And now remember, P is larger, so the P's are going to be larger no matter what. It says which is true, this statement or this statement, okay? Well, if we have 2, and now let's choose some numbers here. Let's let Q equal a 1 and P equal 2, and that's 0. That's a true statement based on this. So is 2 to the P, which is 2, greater than 2 to the 1, or is 2 to the 2 less than 2 to the 1? So just using a simple example, we can determine that without graphing or anything. So here, 4 is greater than 2, or is 4 less than 2? Well, 4 is greater than 2, and so this is the case we want here. So we want to say x a super p greater than x, well, if I can write x as q. So this is the statement that's true. Okay. And again, we just chose some simple numbers, plugged it in, and we can see that that's a true statement. That's not a true statement. All right, so here we have some functions, and we want to find f plus g, f minus g, f times g, and f divided by g. And so let's look at a first. We want to take f plus g, and then they also want us to plug in a 3. So let's do f plus g first. So we're going to have the square root of 27x plus square root of 3x. Well, that's going to be the square root of 27 times 3, and then plus the square root of 3 times 3. Well, 27 times 3, that's going to be what, 81. So that's going to be the square root of 81 plus the square root of 9. Well, that's 9, that's 3. So 9, 10, 11, 12 is going to be our answer. So that was a pretty easy one. What about f minus g? Now they only want x. They don't even care. They just want to say, what is that? So b, we're just going to take f minus g of x. And so that's going to be square root of 27x and then minus square root of 3x. All right. Now, I wonder if we can get these to like terms. Here we have a 3x. Here, remember, that's going to be the square root of 9 times the square root of 3x, because 9 times 3 is 27. And then we have minus the square root of 3x. So really, we have what? Square root of 9 is 3 square root of 3x minus square root of 3x. So that's what? 2 square root of 3x. Okay. And they want it as an exact answer, and so that's going to be our value. Now, what about c? We want f times. So we're going to take f times g of x. So that's going to be the square root of 27x times the square root of 3x. So 3 times 27 is 81, so it's going to be the square root of 81. Then we're going to have square root of x squared. Well, square root of 81 is 9. Square root of x squared is x, and so we get 9x. And finally, we want f over g of x. Well, so that's the square root of 27x over the square root of 3x. We can put that all under one thing. So that's 27x over 3x. Now let's use different colors here. So guess what? X cancels x. 3 goes in here once, 3 goes in here 9 times. So we've got a simple, what is the square root of 9? Well, that's just 3. Okay. So that would be how I would solve these. Again, we're using radicals as needed. So here we had to have a radical. Everywhere else, we actually got rid of all the radicals as we went through. Okay. Let's stop there and we'll come back for some more.